Good morning, Lagos. How are you all doing today? It's should I say raining? I would not say raining, although it was drizzling this morning. Okay, it was raining this morning. And I don't know, it was a bit of a struggle getting down to work today because of the rain, but then again, we are here and we are here to what? Gossip. And of course, my name is Uyime Elijah Afia, aka Ogaranya One of Africa. Any other Ogaranya is a what? Complete it. And I never do this show alone. Guys, see, when you see this person, she's an epitome of beauty. She has this grace, she has this fire, she has these vibes. And of course, I'm talking about my girl. Toby Smolly or Toby Cash. Anyone.
Anyone or joy.
Oh joy. Anywhere you see money, you see her. Anywhere you see spending, you see her. Anywhere you see Odogu vibes, you
I
see her.
beg you,
Yeah,
I beg
that's
you. Before they come
it.
and view me. Good afternoon,
How are you
women.
doing?
I'm fine, I'm good.
How was your weekend? I mean, oh god, guys, you need to see the pictures. You need to see the
My weekend was, in fact, I was in the
gist us, gist
FCT.
us. I mean, we are
I
gossiping.
went to go and
Gist us.
party with my girl that got married this weekend, and
Hmm.
it was fun. Okay, now that I've been to Abuja a few times, I think I understand the mini hype
Mm-hmm.
behind this whole Abuja thing. The traffic. Seriously, one thing about Lagos that I will not miss is the traffic, because my flight coming back to Lagos was around, I think, 12 something. I left my house by, I think, to 11, and I still got to the airport in good time. I
Wow.
cannot do that in Lagos. That is
Nah, you
extreme.
can't do.
That is extreme sports. But
Yeah.
minus that, in fact, this weekend was blissful, man.
Wow. So, would you like to, if you're offered 100 million naira
Hmm.
to pick between Lagos and Abuja, which would you
I
pick?
think I'll go with ABJ.
Why?
Now that I've experienced both lives, I think I want to take a break from Lagos. Although people say that Abuja is pretty expensive, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, we also have parts of Lagos that are pretty expensive too. It depends on the side that you are that will determine the relativity of the expensiveness, if there's a word like that, of the area. So I think I want to go to ABJ, please. I love Lagos. I love the bubbly nature of Lagos. I love the buzz blows that comes with Lagos. But please, I need a break. I've been in Lagos for the 20 something years of my life,
Mm-hmm.
and I think Abuja is now my hometown.
Wow. So, 100 million to go to
Mm-hmm.
Abuja.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you just going to be spending the money, or
No,
you're going
now
to
you're obviously
invest
going to look for ways to invest. I mean, they say real estate is the new oil money.
in where? Lagos or Abuja?
Oh, everywhere.
Okay.
Anywhere you get land, as long as it's a good location,
Mm-hmm.
trust me, you will get your ROI in due time. So I think I'm mostly going to go into the real estate and then do some other businesses that you can invest the 100 mil in.
So that means if any spontaneous man right now or any Ozogu come and say, ah, Toby, it be like say you go relocate from Lagos, so let's go to Abuja, you go.
Take me!
Wow.
Take me, Zaddy. I'm
Ha.
ready.
Anyways, for me, my weekend was good. My dad did his birthday, and I had this weekend. I used this weekend to eat.
I swear, I be like, say this weekend is soft for
Ah,
everybody
it's soft
now.
for everybody.
Exactly.
I don't know, Sha, but for me, it was really nice. Yesterday, a friend of mine, he's a chef, and he blessed me with his, special. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness,
let me tell you guys
it
something.
was
In case
so
you don't know
nice.
Uyime, Uyime is a foodie, a proper foodie. And I don't know if this story has been shared on this table, but I'm going to bring the
Ha!
story
Please
to
now,
you
Toby,
guys.
please.
Should I do it?
Okay, go ahead.
So, our
Ha!
lovely Ogaraya here
Wow.
went on a date.
Ha!
And you people will not believe that this pretty lady here downed, I think, either 5 or 6 wraps of, was it pounded yam or fufu?
It was pounded
Of
yam.
pounded yam on a date.
Wow.
So please, Uyima is a foodie.
Wow.
If you want the way to our hearts is
It's
through the
food
stomach.
actually. Like you need to see the way I was so excited yesterday for stir fried spaghetti. Then with I don't want to start mentioning it, guys. I
But you
enjoyed
can see how
myself.
happy she
Like
is. So that means it was very
I'm so
good.
excited. Although my mom her longer throat was too much. She came to collect from, but then again, I had to give her because I know. So, anyways, my weekend was actually really nice. It was spontaneous. It was good. I wasn't even expecting it to be this
Mm-hmm.
good, but then again, it was. Thank you, Savior, for the treats. I really appreciate. God bless you. Anyways, during the weekend, a lot happened during
Mm-hmm.
the weekend. Before we go into Street X, Nollywood was dark during the weekend, and I mean this is a tribute to Kayode Peters. he passed. He passed on. I think it was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, on a Saturday, and may his gentle soul rest
In
in
perfect
perfect
peace.
peace. He's a
Amen.
director, I know, and he's very. I love all his movies. All
Mm-hmm.
his movies, I always watch it. Any movie that I know that okay, he's the one directing, I always make sure that I go to see it. I watch it and all of that. What you have to say?
Yeah, you said it all. May his gentle soul rest in
Yeah,
peace. We lost
it
a
was.
bright star
Mhm.
quite early, and it was a very sad news. May God grant the grieving family comfort to bear the loss.
Actually, may God grant them comfort to bear the loss. It was really sad, honestly, really, really sad. I wasn't when I saw the news. I was like, "Hey!" I had to check. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Are you sure these people are not
Fake news and
fake news and
everything.
all of that?" But then again, it was confirmed that he's gone. May his soul rest in perfect peace.
Amen.
Amen. Okay, now let's go into the streets of eggs that never sleep nor slumber.
Where
Okay,
did Basbos lives?
is there. That is where all the shenanigans. That's where they do it. So let's head over to this one. And this is from Ayo. She said, "Have you noticed that in most weddings, it's only the groomsmen that spray money? The bridesmaids
Why is
go
it when I now
just
came
they."
back from wedding you decided
I
to take
decided
this?
to take
No,
this
no,
because
no.
I didn't
Why is
want
it
to
when I
take it
came back
before.
from wedding that you decided to take this
You
one?
know, you guys shaded me. You and God's beauty. You people shaded me the other day.
That
So
what?
when I saw this particular, in fact, it was even my Oga Pata Pata, my Oga that
Vengeance,
sent this.
vengeance
This
is mine, says the
no,
Lord.
this one we do the vengeance here.
You need to let
Wait,
it go.
no, we'll not let it go. So I say, let me pick this one. Toby must talk about this. Me, I never go wedding before. So, oh yeah,
Well,
okay,
I will say yes and no because I'm not part of the bridesmaid that don't spray.
okay.
If it's something that the mint is available, obviously. Not spray that EFCC will catch us, so like, spray
Normal.
money. But looking at it generally, I think it does tend to happen because someone said that the man is probably in his late 20s, early 30s. He's working, his friends are working. And the lady, most times, especially given the kind of weddings that we have now, where we have our generation marrying early and whatnot, the lady is probably someone that's just probably starting out her life. And
Okay.
obviously, her friends are also going to be in that same line, probably just starting out their lives too, may not have as much access to funds as the groomsmen would. So they will not have the dispensable funds to spray as much as the groomsmen would. Maybe they'll probably just spray a few notes, but when compared to the groomsmen, it may not be as much. So that's probably why the age gap between the husband and the wife may be so okay, maybe not so large, but they are in different points in their lives whereby the men have made this, they have the money, but the ladies, the groom, the bridesmaids are not so much, well to do and whatnot. So the money may not be there to spray.
So me, I'm of the opinion, no, unpopular opinion. I know people come for me and say, "What's this one saying?" If you don't have money to spray,
But
it's
do you
not
know the
better you
funny
stay
thing?
away
But
from
do
the
you know the funny
wedding.
thing? This wedding I went for, I wanted to
Okay,
get mints.
okay.
And I told the person that was in charge of the mints, oh, I needed, I think, about 10,000, 15,000. And the person was like, if you want to get 15,000, I'm going to give him 7,000.
Ha!
I'm like, excuse you
For what?
to get the mints. So I'm basically buying the money.
The money.
So that means that if I want to get 15,000, I'll have to subtract 7,000 from that money. Or when I'm sending the 15,000, I'm adding 7,000.
Adding, yeah.
Why don't I just gather the money and send to the couple once and for all instead of
Once and
spraying
for
it?
all,
And
sure.
so that's probably why most times it's as if when you think about it, the charges that they put on you getting this mint, it's very ridiculous.
So can't one go to the bank to get this mint from instead of going
Now the
to
thing about
this?
going to the bank is I don't know the process of going to the bank to get this mint, but I feel at the end of the day, it's a sort of business that these people do. The same way POS people and the bank people liars and do whatnot is business. Because the guy was like, them to they are buying the money. Where are they buying it from? Is it the bank?
Okay.
So obviously they'll have to get their game back. So I'm not sure that bank willing. I don't know. I've never tried it before. I have another wedding in July, so maybe I will try it.
Okay.
Going to the bank to actually see if mint is something I can get. Because when I actually heard the price, I was like, hello, what is that? Why so expensive?
7K for
7K for
15,000
like
naira. Wow,
15K.
that's a
I'm
lot.
like, brother, hold your mints. Keep it.
Anyways, like I said, I've never, I've been to a wedding, but not like my people. I don't know what's in my clique, my friends. I don't even know those ones. I don't
Nobody
think they
wanna
have
get married.
agenda to get married. I don't think because, well, let me not cast them, but I know that one. somebody here will soon get married. So I'm anticipating.
Who?
I'm getting
Please, who is
ready.
that? Because it cannot be me. Oh, please. Don't answer her. Oh.
So
Don't
I'm
answer her.
getting ready. Maybe when
Okay.
that time come,
Mm-hmm.
then my
Una go
Ogaraya
wait
this thing
small, sha, because it's
would
not
be ready.
anytime soon.
Anyways, moving on to the next tweet. This is from Poja. So he said, I met a man at the gate that asked for 1,000 naira to complete his transport fare. I gave him and left 5 minutes later. I forgot something in the car and I got to the gate and man was was drowning this thing, Coke and two galas. What do you expect him to do? He used streets for me. What do you expect the
Wait,
man to
he
do?
said he needed transport fare. Do you know whether his Legady's Benz he's using? What if whoever is going to his leg is using to go there? Is it not transport?
I don't know.
Exactly. So he needs to fuel the legs that will carry him to where he's going to.
Exactly. Like, I beg, allow the man enjoy
I
himself.
beg
It's
go.
not easy.
But funny thing is that's like one of the reasons I'm not sort of open to giving arms. Okay, let me not say arms, but like helping people that come and be like, sister, please help me. Because I understand we're all struggling in this Lagos. But you don't know that you can tell them that, oh, you need money for this, you need money for, you can use it for something else.
Yeah, this reminds me of when I followed my mom to Balogun Market. So this man was just following us, begging for money and all of that. Then my mom, he was saying that he has so amount of money that he just needs 1,000 naira to go and complete the hospital payments and all. My mom now
Give him
gave him the 1K. The next thing we saw Baba, you know, doing some. He
some
was
one or
giving
twos.
some, and my mom was like, so you wanted money to go
Yeah,
and
now
she
to go
was
and
really upset and
yeah.
offended. I was like, there's no point. There's no point. Why are you angry? I mean,
You have given him, you're
you've
giving
given
him.
him
So just
exactly.
let it
So
go.
just like I mean, this one went to go and eat food first. I
I
beg.
bet may no go die, may no go quench. Everybody's going through a lot.
Everybody is going through a lot at this point.
But you
Nigeria
know
is
that there
hard.
are some people that are corporate beggars. That's their work.
Well, that one day. That one
Because
day.
there's a particular lady that I always notice around Obalende side. Is every day she used to ask for money. And then there was one day she had a child with her and me, I cannot see you carrying a baby. And
Maybe
out of the my house, I gave her a certain amount. And then the next day
you saw her
I
again.
saw her again and she was still asking me for, I said, look at this face, so you've asked for money yesterday that you want to buy your child drugs or whatnot. And I'm sure there are other people too that would, from that point of sympathy, actually give you money. But it's as if that's our own job to be begging for money. And I told her, Auntie, if somebody give you money, enter CMS, enter Balogun, go and do Alabaru, be carry load. You will make more than whatever it is you
Do
think
they
you're
really
going
make
to.
money, those people?
I mean, given what they charge now
Mm.
for carrying load,
Uh-huh.
I want to believe at least something substantial will come out of
Come
it.
out from
There needs to be standing and be, I mean, your arms are not broken, your legs are working fine. The same way you back the baby and you're begging, back the baby, enter market, find something to do. Tell person, oh, can I help you carry a load? Can I help you carry a load? At least they will give you 500, give you 200. Before you know, at the end of the day, maybe you're making 1,500, 2,000 if you're lucky. But some people, they just like that begging, is what they are made for and what they want to do. It's not mean that you will come and build house sweets.
chai. And some of them, do you know some of them they have secrets? They have secret mansion
Somewhere.
somewhere that we don't know. Anyways, moving on to the next tweet. This is from Mr. Marshall, and he said, "My new neighbor is crazy. He will call me on phone just to tell me the song where you they play. I know like go back repeat the last one three
I
times.
won't call that crazy. I mean, my guy is jamming up
He's
with you.
jamming now. He's
If
using
you
you to
know, if
jam.
you know you don't want him to jam up, okay, reduce the
Reduce
volume.
the
That is
volume.
only for your ears only. But you cannot be playing loud music that the whole neighborhood is hearing. And you be playing a song I don't like. Like this morning, Peter was playing song I don't like. I told him to play me portable. He did not answer me.
Yes, Peter, we told you play the video or portable. You not
So
even send
if you don't
us.
want me to hear the song, please play it in your AirPods or your earpiece for yourself only. But if you are playing for the neighborhood DJ, you play a song everybody
He
can jam
likes.
to. Period.
And that's on period.
That's it.
So moving on to the next tweet. This is from Temi. She said, if you followed your childhood dream, that's if you followed your childhood dream job, what would you be right now? I think everybody is on this table. And I know that most of the things that we are doing right now is not what we wanted to do when we were a
Well, I
child.
think
So
I don't think I can relate.
hmm.
Because growing up, my career path was either to be an actress
Okay.
or newscaster.
Hmm.
Because I know my mom used to tell me that growing up, I always, anytime my daddy bought newspaper, I always sit down at the table, be reading the news, headlines, and whatnot. And I mean, look at it. I'm not exactly casting news, but
But
I'm still on TV. So
uh
either ways, it works. And I know so many people when we were growing up, we either dreamt of being a doctor, a
like
lawyer.
me, I wanted to be a doctor and a
Uh-huh.
lawyer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to be. Was he a lawyer at a point? Either
Oh.
lawyer or psychiatric doctor.
Hmm.
At a point, yeah, it was either both. But then I saw the amount of books that lawyer had to read and had to go through cases, and I'm like, okay, this one, it didn't do for me. Then the psychiatry, please don't ask me why I wanted to deal with mad people, but for some funny
I was about
reasons.
to ask you that
But
question.
for some funny reasons, I just wanted to deal with mad people. Why? I just felt like I could help them. You understand?
Hmm.
But when I said I had to do sciences to
Yeah.
do the medicine and whatnot before you now specialize, I say me science medicine. I carry my car, I do like this. I say I'm not doing. So yeah, but either ways, I think in a way I'm still sort of doing my childhood dream job. So hallelujah to Jesus.
Well, for me, I well, for me, I wanted to be a doctor or a lawyer. I know that I would have made like a very good lawyer. I know how to defend people and I know how to lie in a way. So I'm
Okay, lawyers, they have called you people
so I
liars.
know how to, lie in a way,
But is it lying really?
eh,
It's just being able to convince somebody to believe your viewpoints.
it's still lying
It's
now,
not lying.
regardless.
It's just being very good at being very convincing.
Okay, white lie.
Lie is lie, but I don't want to tell me lying.
But I can still defend you in court, Sha.
Objection, my lord.
Objection, my lord. Objection overruled. I was always, practicing all of those
So what
things.
happened?
And but almost 7 years. I can't.
But bigs up to lawyers, man. I was reading a tweet recently where a girl posted that her mother sent out invites for call to bar party and she wasn't even aware.
Mhm.
So I said that the amount of stress that some certain professions have to go through.
My
I doff
friend,
my cap for you
my
guys.
friend just finished law school. He said, "Hey God, you don't sleep. You have to be up and doing because if you fail law school, or more, it's better you even fail your degree than failing law school. Gone, 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 gone. It's not.
It's not easy.
It's
It's
not
not
easy. Oh.
beans.
Being a law student is not easy at all. Yes, I know that you people want to wear their
The
wig
gown and the
and the
wig
gown
and the
and all,
black.
but trust me, you have to be very studious. Like you have to know book. It's not
It's
for.
not a plain
It's
stuff.
not playing stuff. So that was what I wanted to be. But then again, uh this one was there, but it was not like the
The main
main
focus.
thing. Yes, this was like, okay, if those two
In
don't
case,
work,
just in case,
just in
backup
case
plan.
backup. This was so I'm actually doing backup plan. That's why in life, always have a backup plan in this
Have plan
life.
A, have
Plan
plan
B.
B, plan C till Z. When you reach Z, you start again.
Even as I am doing this, so I still have backup plan.
We have the backup of the backup of
Of
the
the
backup
backup
of the backup.
exactly. Anyways, guys, that is all on Street X, and you know what time it is. Like we are about to get into the stories proper, and guys, trust me, the gist we have for you today, the olofofo, the amebo, is hot, it's plenary. So don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.
Life is made up of moments, some that fill us with joy, others that test our strength. Welcome to Heartlines. This is our space to explore the highs and lows of human connection, the love, the heartbreak, and resilience that shapes our life. From relationships to friendships, parenting to partnerships, and so much more. Every week, we share stories and conversations that define us, navigating love, separations, the struggles of parenting, dealing with anxiety and managing the pressures and stress of life. Real conversations that bring us closer, helping us heal, grow, and connect. So join me Mondays through Fridays at 10 p.m. for Heartlines, the show where we connect hearts, have real conversations with real people, one story at a time.
Hi guys, my name is Debbie Felix and shout out to Gossip Gala because the tea happens here.
Welcome back, beautiful people. This is Gossip Gala, where we spill all the juiciest tea. If it's not trending, then we are definitely not talking about it. And of course, I'm here with my baby girl, Toby Cash, the Cash Madam, the Smolly, anything money, she's there. Yeah, so speaking about childhood,
Dream
dream
jobs.
jobs and all of that,
Yeah.
then you made mention of saying you wanted to be a psychiatric
Yeah, I
doctor.
wanted to deal
So,
with mentally unstable people. No
yeah,
mad people.
apologies
Apologies
for
for that.
yeah
Mentally unstable. We learn every day. And yeah, so
yeah, thank you so much. Anyways, let's delve right straight into the gist for you guys. And this is on Davido. Of course, I love Davido so much, but this one is not looking good. You people made him angry when he was performing. So Afrobeat star Davido lost his cool during a recent performance after spotting a fan with a newborn baby in a packed crowd, a scene that has seen gone viral across social media. The incident occurred while the singer was performing his hit track Ogechi at a recent concert in Umoya, Abia State. In a video circulating online, Davido was seen suddenly stopping mid-performance after noticing the visibly dressed fan struggling for air rather while holding the baby amidst the tightly packed audience. Now, clearly angry, Davido called out the individual, questioning their judgment and expressing concern for the baby's safety, while some fans supported the singer's outburst, praising him for putting the child's safety first. Others felt the situation could have been handled with less aggression. You people saying that the situation could have been handled with less aggression. You would still be the same person if something had happened to that woman and the baby.
bam.
You people would still
Bam.
you people will call out Davido and say he's very insensitive, he's this, he's that, and all of that. Now Baba is trying because the guy he doesn't want problem. It's like first of all, Seth, let's even ask this question: why would a woman with your normal senses intact, why would you take a newborn baby, a child, to a crowded place for a concert? Like, why would you even do that in the first place? Because sometimes I wonder, like, who are these people becoming mothers these days? I want to understand. You did not care about the child's safety, the crowd, the noise. What if something happened? You know how Nigerians can be very aggressive and well, okay, let's say there was a stampede now. What would have happened and all of that? You didn't even care. Maybe she was doing it so that the video will notice her
And
and
feel
give
pity and give
feel
her
pity and give her
money.
money. But I mean, if you wanted that, I don't think bringing a baby to a concert is even. I
It's
don't know.
very
It's
wrong.
very wrong to me. It's very, very wrong. What do you
I
think
mean,
about it?
you've practically said it all. I like the way Davido came at it directly. I mean, given the fact that he has experienced what child loss is,
Yes, yeah.
and we know how rowdy this kind of concerts can be, whereby the place is overcrowded, there's a stampede, and then people have, even as a person alone, sometimes it's difficult to navigate through this crowd. And now you are coming with a child. God forbid anything happens. God forbid the place gets out of control and they are not able to control the crowd. You as a person yourself, you might not be able to get out. Talk more of how harder it will be for you carrying a child. That's number one. That's the stampede issue. Number two, a concert is no place for a child because of how loud this music, even as an adult self, sometimes there's some kind of bass that the music gets to that your heart starts beating
Yeah.
and it's like it's really affecting you. Talk more of a child that is still developing and still growing and how loud the music is for the ears. I know even most of the celebrities that bring their children for concerts have ear mods
Headphones, yeah.
that they give these children so that they at least the noise doesn't affect them so much. Here you are in practically in
In
front
front.
of the crowd, close to the
Look at the
speakers,
crowd though.
close to the speakers, and you are there struggling for air with your child. I mean, what was the thought process behind it? Okay, fine, you want to see your favorite celebrity perform, quite all right. You want to tell me that you don't have anybody that you can say, okay, please, oh, I want to go here for so number of hours. Can you please help me watch this child? Is Davido's concerts worth more the life of your child? that you would endanger your child to such an extent. I mean, it wasn't a good thought process on the side of the parents. And big ups to Davido for actually addressing this issue, because, like you said, God forbid anything had happened. It's still the same Davido that they will say that
They'll
at
bring him
it
down.
will be at Davido's concerts. So thing happened at Davido's concert. Crowd goes wild, which resulted to the loss of blah 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 blah. They
Then
will
they will
not
now
see that
start
one.
attributing it to rituals that you have used somebody to do, because that's
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 the
the
next
next thing
thing.
they'll say.
Because even his own child
Even his
gone,
own child, people were
that they
accusing
lost,
him.
people were accusing him that you have used the child for juju, you have used
I
it.
don't know.
Like, so I mean, that was the best
That
way that
was
I
the
feel
best
like
way,
they
yeah.
could have handled this. Please don't be bringing your child to a concert. It's very wrong. Nobody is saying that being a parent should stop you from having your fun and hindering you from bowling and whatnot. But please, let's do the right things as it's supposed to be. And if you were hoping that bringing that child was going to elicit sympathy or empathy on the part of David, I'm like, oh, you with the child. No.
God,
I'm sorry, but he did not work,
it did not work
because his
because, yeah.
parental instinct is obviously going to come first in this kind of regard. Like, you're putting that child at risk in so many ways possible.
Honestly, looking at the video itself, I'm even angry. Like, why? Don't you have husband? Don't you have friends? Don't you have family that should have advised you on what to do? Because almost
Because you even feel the jam of self, forget say you get picky for
picking,
hand.
yes, and people that even beside
People,
you, you
do
don't
you
know.
understand? Like, so many situations, so many issues, like dizzy. That
Can
child,
you see the way? See the
can
way
you
they
see
are.
the crowd? How they are? Come
See the way.
on.
No,
You
no,
could
no,
have,
no,
you
no,
could
no,
have,
no,
you could
no.
have done better. This is wrong. I mean, it is well,
Nah,
low.
it is well. Honestly, kudos to Davido for his for his reaction, because now tomorrow, now the same people that are saying why did you react that way, they will still come for you. If anything at all had gone down in your concerts, they will say he's this, or that's why I can never go to a Davido concert. That's why this. That is when D1, Very Dark Man, all of them, they will set ring
Is
lights.
the one in Nigeria?
He's still in Nigeria.
He never sabi go.
He never go. That is when all of these people will
Will
set
come for
camera.
him and be
They will
saying
not come
this
for
thing.
him. I say, most especially D1. You see why I told you Whiskey and Burna Boy is better than that's when they'll start doing
But
all
I mean, this
this.
was the best course of action. At least they are bashing him for saying this.
Yeah,
At least whatever it is that could have happened has been prevented.
exactly.
And he has knocked you on that. Please don't be doing this again.
Case
Don't
closed.
take your child to whatever parent or relative or whatever. Don't take a child to a concert. A concert ground is not the safest place for a child, because you do not know, anything can happen. Forget that I said that, okay, they have security, they have bouncers that will take care. Look at whose concert. I think Asherkine has had a stampede. Was it Asherkine? Or there was a concert that was held abroad. I think Travis Scott or
It's
somebody.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
had a
Travis Scott.
concert that
Yeah.
led to a stampede, and people
People
unfortunately lost
died
their
though. A lot
lives.
of people lost their lives.
And those were
Honestly.
people that adults that can
Yes.
that can supposedly take care of themselves. When it comes to this kind
Themselves
of things, anything can happen,
can
anything can
happen.
stop. So
True.
this was a very risky, all the very risky this thing that you just did. Don't try it again next time.
Period. And that's it. Moving on to the next story. This is from Very Dark Man. Very, according to Blessed CEO, very dark black man. I be very black dark
Isha
man.
Black.
Sharp black. And this is on Mohbad's case. Just when I thought that okay, this thing
We're
has
done.
we were done with this, but then again, he say he want to revisit the case. Now, controversial critic Very Dark Man has opened up about revisiting the Mohbad case and shedding new light on the circumstances surrounding the singer's death. Recall that Mohbad passed away on September 12, 2023, leaving an irreplaceable void in Nigerians' entertainment industry. However, despite ongoing investigations and court sessions, the circumstances surrounding his death are still unclear. In a recent Instagram post, Very Dark Man revealed that he is revisiting Mohbad's case because the singer is yet to receive justice. According to Very Dark Man, he's bringing out evidence and urging for calmness as he sheds light to the case. He now also said yesterday that the spirit of Mohbad is still roaming up and down because he has not been buried and he has not found justice. I remember when this whole Mohbad case came up and all of that. That was last year slash 2023 and all. The same Very Dark Man came out when people were trying to like go into the cause of his death and all of that. You came up with a distraction of DNA. You said they should go and do DNA. They should do this. They should do that. Even when Iyabo Ojo, Tonto Dike and Co, they were
Try
very
harming
active.
on
They
the
were
issue.
trying as much as possible to see how they can resolve the whole issue and make everything just,
You were shouting
even at
DNA.
least bury
The boy.
the boy so that he can just go and rest. And no, you were still on top. In fact, you insulted Iyabo Ojo. You insulted. That was when they even gave him court case.
And until now, him and
Till
Iyabo
now,
Ojo.
they are you get. You were saying they should go and do DNA. That child is not Mohbad's child. Blah 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 blah. Now, you're coming out to say you are revisiting the case.
As per police now.
You are revisiting the case. You are not saying Zlatan should come out and tell the public what he did. And also, I really don't understand why you're doing this, honestly.
Okay, understandable
Okay.
that Very Dark Man is a social media activist and always fighting good causes. But at this point, we have gotten to a point whereby everybody has moved on. We have accepted this case as it is, and we have moved past this. The wife is trying to grieve and find
Yeah, move
closure,
on,
and
yeah.
even the father self that we used to hear from every day too. That one too has rested. So Uncle Darkman, please, it's okay. Just let it be as it is. Accepted. What we thought isn't what it was, and the police have said they have released several statements about this thing. They've done the necessary autopsy and whatnot, and everybody has, let me say to you, but we've accepted that. All the fine, accepted that you want to get justice for this guy, but doing all this is not going to bring him back. It's not going
Honestly.
to change anything. I mean, Uncle Sam Larry recently came out and was doing interview, which
It was the
even-
one that invited Sam Larry for the interview.
and I did not even understand
like,
what
what
was
for?
going on. Like,
What?
so at this point, we begin to question: are you really doing it from the goodness of your heart, or you are doing it for quote
numbers.
and unquote clout chasing? Because at this point, we are
yeah.
tired of it. Everybody has moved past this case. We have let it go. It's been how many years down the line? Like you said, when this thing initially came out, you did not channel this energy
At all,
towards
he did
finding
not,
justice
oh.
for this guy.
He was talking about
you
DNA.
you were channeling your energy towards doing DNA,
DNA.
that they should do DNA, they should do DNA. Okay, now that one has died down, you feel okay, let's revisit this case, let's open can of worms that has been forgotten about. Please let it go.
Not like forgotten per se. Like,
See,
people are healing
Uyime,
from it.
people have moved past it. At
Okay,
this point,
that's
even
the
the
truth.
people that are supposed to handle the case, as far as they are concerned, the case is closed. Because nobody is really doing anything about it anymore. The people that were trying to champion it, Iyabo Ojo and them, you came at that time, you were insulting them.
So I see them that Iyabo is doing it for cloud chasing.
So what
She
are
wants
you-
to
what
do
are you
this, she
doing
wants
now?
to do that. At this point now, I
What
don't
are
understand.
what are you doing now? Answer the question. What are you
Honestly.
trying to what are you trying to achieve now? The police in charge of the case, they have said that they conducted this and they did this, they saw this, they
And
saw
this
this.
was what happened.
And this was what happened. And everybody has accepted that, okay, that's the way his own destiny was supposed to be. Please leave it alone. Don't be opening, don't making this thing.
I don't know if you saw the recording he released saying that he's giving Zlatan 48 hours to come
do
out.
what?
Like, to do what
Like
exactly?
on what authority do you want
Honestly,
to
at
stand
this
on?
point, it's just,
Accepted. We know that you
yeah.
have your good causes that you try to handle, and I mean, he went to the Benue. He did some
Bravo.
with some
Good.
school children that were protesting because they did not pay their teachers and whatnot. That one is fine and good, but this particular one, please just let it rest. Let sleeping dogs lie. We have forgotten the case. We've moved past it. We've mourned. We've done the necessary things. It's okay. Let it be. Move on to the next best thing. Just leave Mohbad's case alone. Don't use Mohbad's death because you know that it's probably going to get to the hearts of people and emotions of people.
You not
and
get
try
traction.
To,
I know, because
Go
at
wrong.
this point, I feel like that's what he's trying to do, because it
because
doesn't make
if
any
you really
sense.
wanted to do this thing from your
You'd
heart,
have done it way before when the
and
when the whole
immediately when
case,
the
or when the
and it was still
fresh.
very hot, you
Yeah,
would have
that's when
done
you-
it, but
Not
you didn't
now.
do it. So now that
Nah,
it seems
don't
like
do
everybody
that.
has moved past it, you now want
Yes.
to revisit the issue. Please,
Don't do
it
that.
really did not make sense.
Don't
I'm
do that.
sorry.
Thank you. Just stick to the ones that you've been doing. If you don't
Abi?
have anything to talk about,
It's
for
okay.
now, just remain
Rest.
silent. Then when another something come out, you can
You
talk.
take
But you
off.
see this Mohbad, this thing,
Leave it.
necessary.
really
Honestly,
didn't
it's
dey
not
necessary.
necessary. Honestly, it is not. So moving on to the next story. This is from Cynthia Morgan. Growing up, I really used to that she can sing go. Eh?
Yeah. Cynthia
Ah,
Morgan
nah.
was a unique sound that we had
She can
because she
sing.
gave us that sort of reggae rap
Reggae, rap,
vibe.
you know.
And I don't think till now there's anybody in the
Nah, there's
industry
nobody doing that.
that can replicate what Cynthia Morgan did.
No, I don't think there is. So, Nigerian singer Cynthia Morgan has come public to reveal that she recently has no plan to return to music, which you must by fire by force you must do music. She made this revelation while addressing fans' concerns about her well-being after a video of her surfaced online on social media. In a video message, Morgan clarified that the footage is over a year old, noting that she is now in a much better place. She therefore thanked her fans for their support, including those who created a GoFundMe account to aid her return to music. Speaking on what the future holds for her, Morgan hinted that a return to music as a career may be off the cards for her. She, however, noted that she could still do music as a fun activity. Then she went on to say her focus is now on real estate and ministry, adding that she would provide more details soon. That's what she said. Well, I wish her well in whatever pursuit she wants to go with. I mean, she was an icon in the industry. Before you even talk about Bon, in fact, Burna Boy was her boy. Like, I don't know if you
I'm not
that
there
her
when she
music.
said that one.
No,
No.
that her music video now. Burna Boy was a vixen.
Sinatia,
He
see
was a
what you done
vixen.
to me. Oh.
He was a vixen for her video and all of that. But I'm correct now. Burna Boy was, I know lie
Before it
now
became Odogu.
before it became Udogu, you get, and all of that. So I really wish to actually see her back in the music scene because her sound is very unique. She's a very wonderful singer. Like she's just very unique. I've not seen any female artists. I'm not saying the female artists we have are not doing.
No, they are doing good, but
They
Cynthia
are,
Morgan's
but Cynthia
sound was
Morgan's
just
sound,
very
yeah,
unique.
very unique,
And
and
I
all
mean,
of
I
that.
feel I understand why she says that music is not something she might be returning to in the future because, I mean, we knew of her case and issues that she had with
A record label or something,
them
yeah.
Judo Koye,
Yeah.
saying that he was, I think, the one in charge of the record label
Mm-hmm.
then, and how she claimed that most of her royalties were withheld and they didn't give her song rights and titles. And I think there was a lot of back and forth. I think at a point gone there was a legal issue between them, and that sort of, let's say, caused the decline of the Cynthia Morgan brand. And I know that when she successfully left the record label, I know she said something about how he withheld her songs and her royalties, and that he sort of stopped her from using the name Cynthia Morgan. I think she even
Oh
rebranded.
yeah, I think
She
it's
even rebranded as
Mary
Madrina or
Madrina,
something. But
yeah.
because there isn't that legal, there isn't that let me say record label backing, it didn't sort of do well. And I mean, we've seen a lot of artists go through this. I mean, Kiss Daniel recently came out to say that he has succeeded in getting all his song masters back and everything. And I keep saying that the music industry, or generally the entertainment industry, is a very dicey industry that if you're not careful, you're going to sink. Because there's a lot of, for lack of a better word, politics that go within this industry when it comes to, especially the music industry, when it comes to record labels and their artists and their contracts and their royalties. The question of who has the rights towards and everything. And it's something that if you're not careful, you go ahead signing a contract that would more or less kill
Just
your
kill
career
your career.
if you're not
Yeah.
careful. And I think that's what happened to Cynthia Morgan. And I feel that sort of thing made her depressed. I know there was a time that Cynthia Morgan was looking very unwell and looking like she was going through a lot, which I think she actually did say that she was going through a lot.
She
And then
was, yeah.
eventually it was good that she came back. But I feel she does not want to be in that headspace where she has to go through that struggle anymore. So I feel for if she eventually does come back to that and she wants to do music, I feel she wants to do it independently. But it may not work like that.
No, I feel like if she comes back to do music independently, it will go. It depends on how she rebrands herself. Everything is about branding. So if she rebrands herself very well, I think her music would still sell and people would still, she has fans as far as I'm
Actually,
concerned. So people would still want to,
listen to
listen
the
to her
song.
and all of that. And that's why you see this record label of a thing. I remember, is it Nini Tenny's sister,
Niniola.
Niniola, thank you. She came out to, talk about how she decided to stand by herself with no record label. And I think that that is what a lot of, artists should
And
do.
but it isn't exactly easy to be
I
an
know it's not
independent
easy.
artist, because when you talk about the funding, the promotion,
Okay,
the amount of
Niola.
money you have to spend into recording, studio, producer, and basically promoting your song,
You have to
it's a
start from
lot.
somewhere. It's a lot, we get it, but you have to start
So
from
I feel
somewhere.
most people go into record labels as a sort of cushion, like to help them. That is why when it comes to now sharing more or less the profits, that's where the issue now comes
That is
eventually
why
down the line.
when you're signing a contract with anybody, whether it's record label or whatever contract you're signing, that is why you have to your head
Read the fine
read
print.
everything. And I just feel like people are just in this record label don't come and they're just eager to sign. They don't read everything. If possible, if you cannot comprehend what is on the
Get a
contract,
lawyer.
get a lawyer to help you out. Or
Because trust me, down the line, it's going to save you from a lot of
a
stress.
lot of
I
stress,
mean,
yeah.
Kiss Daniel was just one of the few lucky artists that was able to bounce back from his
True.
changing his name from Kiss Daniel to Kiss Daniel. It was also stemming from issue with I think G
G
Worldwide.
World Nation, yeah.
Exactly.
G Worldwide Nation, yeah. And all of that.
But we wish
Anyways,
Cynthia Morgan all the best. Please, this is personal appeal. We miss your sound. Your sound
actually,
is a very, very
very
unique
unique.
sound that
True.
we have not been able to get again from any female artist. So please, Auntie Madrina, I know you said that you want to do ministry, but please, even if it's one song and you will not drop again for the rest of your life, we don't mind.
Even if okay, she said she wants to do ministry. Gospel.
I mean, Chidima rebranded. She went into gospel.
So
Come on, so
come on
please,
now. I
we will
beg.
appreciate it.
We dey wait. We dey wait for you, I beg. Please come back. Come back. We really need you to be back and all of that. Well, I think before we go on a break, I just need to say this very quickly. If you are they said I should stop calling them upcoming. They said I should say up and rising. So
Rising stars.
rising stars. So to all the rising stars out there, I know that everybody is trying to like look for a place to lay their head, who to like, okay, I can't wait for Don Jazzy to sign me. I can't wait for this record label, yada yada. I know that everybody wants that. It's a good thing, trust me, it's a good thing to have the likes of Olamide, Don Jazzy, and all of those people signing you to their record label. But at the same time, before you get those deals, ask yourself, do you think this is something I really want to do? So that you don't go in and then you start having issues with your record label boss and all of that. Because trust me, some people are very selfish. You see money. Money, you people can be all good, but you see money, money can cause a lot of things and also just be very careful. There's no harm trying to, just be by yourself, do your music, take it one step at a time. You will get there. I mean, social media now is now very interesting that you don't need to stress that much. You just put out something and you never can tell. So just be yourself. Anyways, guys, we need to take a very quick break. We'll be right back because the next story we have for you, the internet was upside down because of Asherkine. We'll be back.
I describe myself as a polyhumanitarian, someone who believes politics should be rooted in love for country and empathy for its people. I'm thrilled to introduce to you Politics Uncensored, a show dedicated to tackling the political challenges that matter most to Nigerians. This is more than just a show. It's a space for honest, unfiltered conversations about the issues that shape our nation. From policy reforms to elections, leadership tussles to governance at all levels, and the overall political landscape in Nigeria. We will dive deep into how politics is impacting our everyday lives. So join me on this journey as we challenge the status quo, spark dialogue, and work together to build a brighter future for Nigeria. Let's make our voices heard and drive the change we deserve.
Hi, my name is Rasa Ariman, that of our hair goddess, and this is Gossip Gala.
Hello guys, my name is Larry Hector, your favorite fashion and lifestyle content creator, and you're currently watching Gossip Gala. Keep watching guys, do not move a muscle. Ciao.
Hi guys, you already know it's a girl B to the E to the E to the E to Y period. And shout out to Gossip Gala, love you.
Welcome back, guys. This is Gossip Gala, where we spill all the juiciest tea. If it's not trending, remember, we do not talk about it. And speaking about something trendy, for every time Asherkine drops a video, there is always one or two things people will say. But it says this particular one, it be like, say, some bad belles, they were not having it. And when I say bad belle, you know who I'm talking about. Daniel Rega. So over the weekend, Asherkine went to one university like that in the east, and he took this girl out on a very nice date and all of that. And there's this particular question he asked this girl. He was like, are you in a relationship? And she said, nope, I have never been in a relationship before. That was what this baby girl said. And Asherkine now always spending, giving money and all of those things. Now Daniel Rega seems to have a problem with that. According to him, he said Asherkine is actually the problem. Whether or not Kennedy. Okay, so before I even read out Daniel Rega's comments on this, then after the whole video surfaced online, now it was trending. There's this certain bobo called Kennedy. He came out. He went on Snapchat to say, he was lamenting that his girlfriend denied him after everything he has done for her. Blah blah blah. Fear women. Yeah. Just they talk, they spill, they talk with
just to realize
that
lying
lie. Apparently, he used that to gain traction on Snapchat. He now came back to apologize.
He now said that he wants to be doing
adverts. And my baby girl also came out to also debunk and said, I beg God, that she doesn't know this bobo from anywhere and all of those things. Now people have a problem with what Asherkine did, but there's one that it's in the pain down to his chest, and I'm talking about Daniel Rega. So he said Asherkine is actually the problem. Whether or not Kennedy and Becky were dating is their personal drama to handle. There is content and there is overdoing things. And what he did was set an unrealistic standard for Becky and a lot of people. You met someone for the first time, fly her out, spend heavily on items like wigs that cost over 1.3 million. She clearly doesn't need that as a student. And then act all lovey-dovey. To what end? Even the Becky looks well taken care of. There are many students in that same uni that most definitely needed help financially. We encourage a lot of wrongful acts, then complain when it's being normalized. Absolute nonsense. That is what our baby has said, Daniel Rega. Is it people baby now? But I have a lot to say about this, but we have other interesting stories that we need to talk about. I'll just be brief about this particular one. This is not the first time Asherkine is doing this. I mean, we've seen videos of Asherkine going to the streets, helping widows, helping, people that cannot really help themselves and all of that. But why are you guys having a problem with this particular video? There is no difference between this video and the ones he has been doing.
First of all, this is his brand. This is what he's known for. I mean, I think it was this year or late last year that he did the same thing with another lady. I think the girl's name was Amaka or something.
Yeah.
That they were all lovey-dovey. That people were like, they started dating and whatnot. Yeah. But that is what he does. That is his own niche of content. Like you said, he has gone to the streets to help people. We've seen him help widows in the market, people in the market that are selling.
About that
people don't talk about that one, but it's this particular one that you seem to have a problem with. We all know how Asherkine is, and we know that this is what his own content is. So can we just leave it? And left to me, I feel that let me just say I sit in my mind. I feel that after all this spending, if he collect them back, it could be
maybe
you never can
tell.
Can't tell because I mean, we don't know how much he has. It's possible that he could afford these things,
Mm-hmm.
but given how often he actually does these things, I don't want to believe that it's a something that fine, maybe he could take care of some of your
Mm-hmm.
expenses, but the whole flying, okay, obviously he flew out, bought wigs and everything, but I feel like it could just be a professional thing. At the end of the day, they could have, I'm not saying it is,
Mm-hmm.
but they could have actually gone to meet up with the person that they want to meet and be like, okay, this be in our content, we could probably pay you and whatnot.
Or what if there's a brand actually sponsoring most of these
Bam.
things he does?
Exactly, another angle.
You get, because for
Another
every
angle.
time he does this
Mhm.
thing, he have you seen the views? Go
On
and,
each of these
on
posts.
each of these posts, go and look at the views and all of that. And if you notice, if he used a particular brand for this video, the next video is a different brand
Exactly. So it
entirely.
could be
So it could
sponsored.
be sponsored and all of that's his content. Well, at this point, people are
Daniel,
just
Daniel,
Daniel, go and do your own. Let's see.
we know that you are a master for managing
Management.
accountability manager.
Uh-huh.
But please, this is his content. That is his source of income. That is what he's using to eat. Brands are probably paying him to
Paying
do
him
this
for
thing.
this, exactly.
It's something that he does every month. You are making it seem like he's just doing these particular ones. He's a philanthropist.
Yes, he is
He has
now.
done
He is.
other goodwill works and everything. And talking about how he's setting unrealistic standard, any person that would believe that a random stranger will walk up to you and buy you wig of 1.3 m, you are
They
dulling
play.
yourself. They play. Just they play. It's not going to happen. This is not Z World or Telemundo that all these kind of things happen. Fine, you may be lucky to meet Asherkine one day, but this is not something that happens on an everyday basis. So obviously, people are not going to want to base their lives on expectation on this kind of things. And how are you very sure that he did not go and meet other people within this school and pay their school fees or give them help financially?
I mean, he
He
has
knows
done
that
that.
this is the one
Yeah.
that's probably going to gain traction because obviously you're talking about it. So, and I'm very sure that if he does the good work that Uncle Daniel is talking about, this same Uncle Daniel will come out and say that he's not meant to do it in front of the camera.
Well, for me, I don't see anything wrong with this particular
Exactly.
content. People are just being paranoid that you are not the one who's doing this. Wait, Asherkine go reach everybody. Chill. Chill, your blood they hot. Even me, Asherkine go reach me. You people should hold on. What's the people?
What do you need Asherkine for? A whole garaya.
Well,
Don't play.
Well,
Don't play.
In fact, I even need to sponsor Asherkine
Exactly. You have
to do
to
this.
use. He should come and meet your brand.
I should come
Sponsor
and meet my
him.
brand.
Exactly.
But then again, don't worry. Asherkine will shall meet all of you. Don't worry. Let me not.
I
Talk
mean,
too
give
much.
it
Yeah.
give it some time. He's moving on to another school. He's going to meet another female. It's something he does. We have seen him with several females that he does these things for.
Even for guys.
Exactly.
Please.
No, but they said that the one he does for guys, say their money no they reach the one way they give woman.
Man and woman is different now.
There was one that they said that man they do man, that there was a man he told to do how many push-ups and he gave him 50k. But meanwhile he's taking a woman, he's not even telling the woman to do anything. He's
The
spoiling
last video
her,
he posted,
he's taking care of her, buying
the
her
last,
wigs and
the
whatnot.
last video he posted, I think it was sponsored by a particular biro. I hope I never by a particular
pen brand.
you get, and all of that. And he took this boy out. He bought him things. I know he didn't change his. I don't know if he changed his phone. I think he still gave him the package that came with the brand, phones and everything was inside. Got him food stuff and all of that. Then after that, still paid his school fees in millions. Oh, please, you people should calm down.
Relax.
Even I've seen a video where he took a boy out, got him phone, even got him phone for his mom.
But people, let's be
People not
realistic.
suck of all
But
those
really, let's
ones,
be
oh.
realistic. If you see Asherkine being all lovey-dovey with a guy, and I know go saying in gay.
See, you people just have problem. I beg. You people should rest.
And so he's moving to the one that he knows that it will not be too much of an issue, because let's be honest, if we see Asherkine doing that, we will probably come and still discuss it on this table. Did you see Asherkine's movements with this particular guy that is looking sus? Everybody move on with your life, I beg.
Yeah. Before we go, let's just talk 1 minute. Let's just or 1 second, because my oga don't talk. Say make we can't dey go. He don't dey pursue us. Come on for studio. But before we go, this is about Stella Damasos and her ex-husband. We all saw the interview she did with Teju Babyface, where she said she never knew about her divorce, not until her friends and family called her to go and watch it on YouTube and all of that, and she saw it. Now, Baba was not having the whole this thing. He came out to say that why is she lying? Why is she telling lies and all of that, and that this thing. Isha dropped different receipts, said she was not nice to the son, that the son would have to wear makeup to go to school, blah, 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 blah. And it has triggered a lot of responses on social media because people had a lot of things to say and all of that. But what do you have to say about this particular story?
Okay, celebrity divorce is something that never goes down well. It's something that we have seen happen several times. And okay, fine. This interview happened like I think two years ago. I know the interview is not recent. It was
Yeah.
just a clip that resurfaced and whatnot. So my question is, why did he have to wait? If it's something that he knew that he didn't want, like he couldn't stand it, he could have addressed it then and then. Why wait till now to address it? That's number one. Then on the part of Auntie Stella, I don't think there is a way somebody will serve you divorce and you will not know. Because when they serve divorce, the lawyers usually serve the person, and I mean, giving the receipt, the man even posted.
She was the
She
one
was the one
that served
initiating.
him,
So
yeah.
are you trying to gain public sympathy based on that okay, you're the popular of the two? That's between her and her husband. So you're trying to gain the sympathy of the public by lying and saying that anyway, people have divorced, everybody rests.
Well, like I said, there's a lot to talk about
Because
this.
you may don't they give me sentiment, man, shut up.
No, now. It's from there. They say
They say make they come
we
out.
should pack our load and be going. There are so many things to say about this particular story, but because we don't have time, maybe if the news still, if there's something still trends again online, we'll come here and we'll talk about it. So, guys, that is all we have for you today on the table. Remember, we'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same channel, same station. Don't go anywhere. And remember, drink water and mind your business. Yeah, I just remember that one. Yeah, drink water and mind your business.